reflects flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Hello? Am I back? Am I back? Maybe not fully? Have I returned? Hello? My internet's still being slow, but am I back? Hello? Hello? Genshin timed out, so I'm making sure it fucking works. Okay. Okay, hi! Yeah, sorry about that, my internet went out? My internet went out. And we don't know why it went out, but it came back. My dad's on like an important meeting and like I'm streaming and it just crapped out for a second, but we seem like we're back. Oh god, I just pinged chat. Is it gonna ping chat again? Oh god, everyone's gonna get 1,500 pings, I'm sorry. Okay. Can I stream? God damn it, this VOD is gonna be split in two now. Cause my stream was out for just long enough to, I think, count it as a different session, so it's gonna be a different VOD. Oh my god, Crescent! Congrats on being first! Congrats on being first to the stream! Wow! That's crazy. No way, bro. Yeah, let me see. Are my VODs split up? Yeah, my VODs are split up. That sucks. That's so annoying. Hey, Kira, when you edit these, you gotta edit both the VODs together because it's the same stream. It's not showing you the stream still? Refresh the page. For anyone who can't see the stream, refresh page. If it's still not showing you the stream, that's your fault. Because I can see the stream on my end just fine. That was crazy, dude. I never, like, stopped streaming, too. So technically OBS is like, you're still live. You never stopped streaming. Ew.
Whoa, is that our hero, the Traveler?
No!
Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too
didn't
surprised.
Save the conversation with
Vanessa!
Vanessa!
You were the big boss here.
No!
When I saw you just
Vanessa
now,
took out my internet because I was talking shit about her, and then reset the conversation so we have to talk to her again.
Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to
I'm pissed.
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand. Not long ago, Mrs. Gauthier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does. In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition. After talking it through with my parents, now that I'm done with the restaurant...
The thought of input with this...
Huh? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to
Oh
go
god,
give it a try.
it's force playing an ad
you're
break
not doing any business at all?
because stream restarted.
Plenty.
It's really not
Just
worth
set up
it
a
to
sign with
snooze
the
it, so
fruit
I'm gonna let the
prices.
ad
Place
play.
a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side. Then let people pay on their own. When closing time came around, I'd wake up and...
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the collective of plenty
You know,
are
I can't because it only
law-abiding
snoozes for
No one would
5.
even
You
think
gotta
about
go.
taking
You
something
gotta go
without
back. The
paying.
voices.
Makes sense that
The
tending
fucking
your stall wouldn't
voices.
take too much effort. Fontanian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping. Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontanian clockwork mecha for Kochi-san. Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces.
We might
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up. I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
Like, that line read was weird because that doesn't... What? That didn't match the rest of her personality. And, like, that's the thing. I hate hating on the VAs in this game, right? Like, I don't like doing it. I'm not gonna act like the VAs are martyrs or anything, but, like, I also, like, they're people doing their job and they deserve to, like, get paid. 9 times out of 10, it's the direction, right? And the direction of this game is fucking weird. Because, like, we've talked about the whole, like, translations and shit. And so it's just like... I hate it here. I hate this fucking game. I think it's 12 to expand again. Jesus fuck. I can use action points to refresh the candidate list. Okay. What are you? What are you yelling about? Oh, an idiot sandwich chef. I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? Seedween, gosh, dude, I want Seedween so bad, but like she's so bad. You don't like Seedween? Yeah. I really want to do her story quest because it looked really interesting. But like gameplay wise, she's so ass. And it's so unfortunate. She's annoying. She's adorable. You take that back. You take that back. Which one's the L opinion? That Seedween sucks or that Seedween is adorable? Guys, let's go gambling! Let's go gambling! That she sucks? I'm glad that you have good opinions. Gee. Huh? Are you telling Sin to hydrate? Let me see the fucking alpacas. Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! You're lounging like that. Alpacas are not this big, by the way. This is like llama size. As free meat, what the fuck is wrong with you? Take that back. Don't eat alpacas. We farm them for their fiber. I have to go speak to fucking. Okay.
Hello, boss. I'm from the Collective of Plenty. You might recall receiving a letter from us requesting you to design some
How
components.
dare you?
Wait a sec. Why does Ion-san need clockwork mecha?
Is she planning to build some kind of robotic personal trainer?
Nothing like that. Our coach just wants
Just
to
throw up
fine-tune her gym
you.
equipment so people can target different muscle groups more
At
easily.
this point, the hating
She
her
mentioned
like
something about
is
a
becoming a
rowing
bit.
machine to
Like it's
focus
becoming a
on
bit.
back
Like I don't
muscles,
like her, but it's
as
becoming
well
a
as
bit.
pec deck and a leg press machine. The parts that connect the ropes and weight plates wear out easily, but they need to be strong. So Coach Ian-san thought she'd give Fontanian Clockwork Mecha a try.
It all sounds so technical. When did fitness turn into some kind of complex
Fitness
engineering problem?
To be honest, I don't really get all the details either, but if it works out, I'll be sure to train according to her revised method. And if it
I'm
doesn't,
sorry.
we can always stick to the good old methods. If you're interested, I can show you a few beginner
Sorry.
exercises the next time you drop by our tribe. You'll be able to smash the records without even breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
I know.
Paimon will pass on that one. She'll be rooting for you from the sidelines, though.
You can always try the equipment we keep for little Saurians, Paimon. As long as you start out with the
Little
super lightweights, you'll
Saurian.
be fine. Weight training's for everyone, you know. As long as you put in the effort and keep it, anyone can develop rock-solid muscles.
The thinnest arm you've ever fucking seen.
Oh.
You spent some time chatting about fitness. No more saying cuss words, guys. It's inappropriate and violent. If you say it because we're like going to jail, near reach 80 satisfied. Even do that yet? Maybe. Sick. I don't know if I can read. Oh. Like I get extra for having extra ones, do I? One kind? Hmm. Only 3 slimes, yeah. I was testing something. I'm gonna be able to do that anyway. Yeah. So I guess the arrangement I already had is fine. I can get higher. And oh! There we go. Oh. We don't need to know. I would want. I just don't have wood. Best if I. You can almost see my brain work. You can almost see it. You can almost see it work. You can almost see it working. So close. So close. Oh! Understood. Between. Hey there, traveler. Paimon. Oh my gosh, you don't have a voice?
Hey, Seedween! Welcome to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland!
You sure have your finger on the pulse, or has the park really become that famous? Actually, both. Navia told me about all the plans at the Beauty Association's last meetup. But it's become so popular now that everyone's talking about it, even down in the Fortress of Meripede. Many of our staff members are actually hoping to take time off to visit.
Oh, your encouragement leaves Paimon feeling even more motivated than ever!
But I'm curious to what your favorite genres are, Seedween. Oh, well, I guess I prefer animated films, you know, the lighthearted and fun type. For example, there's a group of creators who come up with these magical stories about cute little animals. Watch every last one of their films. Yeah, there's also this one animated film. It's got like a clock and like a little werewolf and a little hamster, and they're fighting against this this scary big alligator guy. Funnily enough, it just so happens that according to our new regulations, well-behaved inmates are now allowed to spend their credit coupons on watching films up to 3 times a week. I run the projector in my free time since we don't have a dedicated staff member yet. So I decided to show them films like My Neighbor Kokoro. That's too close. That's too close. You can't do that. Giblet's gonna get your ass. I also started showing them a famous series called Dom and Cherry. It's super long with hundreds of episodes, but it never gets old. Who and who? It's too close. Hanna-Barbera's gonna get your ass. Hold on. Thank God! I had to make sure that it was Hanna-Barbera, because if it wasn't, I was gonna feel fake. Ah, crap!
But now they've got films to watch. Even the ones who used to cause trouble might settle down a bit, right? We have our very own animal-themed area, by the way. We call it Mellow Manor. Customers are calling it the most relaxing place in the park.
Oh, I've been there already. I wasn't expecting it to be so fun. There are all kinds of animals living together, ones I'd never even imagined. Almost felt like I'd stepped into the film Zoopolis. You can't do that one. Disney's gonna get your ass. I don't know what to tell you. If you got the time, why don't you come back every day?
Oh, you mean we could invite Sigeween to be a consultant at Mellow Manor? Now that you mention it, that sounds like a great idea. Sigeween's great at caring for people, and she's so warm and gentle. Looking after animals should be a piece of cake.
Consultant?
Yeah, like someone who gives advice and tells the park staff how to do their jobs better. The workload won't be too heavy, but it's important work. Besides, you'll mostly be playing with the animals.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Sign me up. As it happens, things aren't that busy in the fortress right now. Had I known you were recruiting for this position earlier, I might have even applied myself. But before I start, I'll have to make arrangements for the medical team in my absence, borrow some related books from my doctor friends, and, last but not least, prepare gifts for the animals. If it's not too inconvenient to you, why don't we meet up again at the Marcotte station sometime soon? It's no inconvenience at all.
With Sigeween on board, Mellow Manor's gonna be even better than before. Paimon has a feeling our revenue's gonna shoot through the roof.
Who keeps making a default bloop noise? Is it one of you bitches? Stop it. Don't piss me off. I forgot to get one of these. Bye, Crescent! Take care of yourself, take a nap. Go sleep. Bedtime. Don't fart! I didn't say that you could fart! Yucky! Dude, some fish and chips? That sounds busting right now, dude. That sounds so good. I'm a fucking crack fiend, dude. I fucking love fish and chips. You put like drugs in those. Fish and chips, Popeye chicken sandwich, In-N-Out burger. I think they put drugs in those. Cause why else are they so good? Not even that they're so good. Why else do I keep coming back to them? I'm serious. Fish and chips especially, cause that shit is not cheap. That shit is not cheap. It's in fact such the opposite of cheap. Oh, Neuvillette, my beautiful fish man. I'm so interested to see how Song of the Welkin Moon and Nod Cry go, because I finally watched the developer discussion about it, and it was just very like interesting seeing their perspective on like how they interpret the game versus how like fans interpret the game. And you know, one thing that they were talking about is that a lot of people judged it as being when Mondstadt came out as very like 15th century, like sort of medieval in vibe, which that's very much Mondstadt's vibe, but that's not the vibe of the whole of Teyvat. And I do think that that is, you know, very like important to say that there's a very mixed, weird, like Teyvat has its own timeline when compared to the real world, right? And so it is more advanced, but it's also more magical and fantastical. And it also depends on the region, how that, like where that advancement is, right? But then it makes me so upset, you know, watching that, because the whole time I'm watching that, they're talking about, you know, having, like differences between the regions and how things connect and how certain places are more high-tech than others and how different regions have their own kind of technology, like how Fontaine has their, mecha, and Natlin has the whole Night Soul mechanics and like their like guns and whatever the fuck. But like, God, Natlin didn't do good. God, Natlin didn't do good with that. I will keep ranting about this forever, but Natlin didn't do good with that, and that makes it so unfortunate because again, Fontaine is right there. Fontaine has a very good like steampunk vibe to it, to where its technology fits into its setting and also is like explainable within its setting, right? Meanwhile, Natlin's like, I still don't know how Night Soul mechanics work and how like the guns and shit in Natlin work. Like, I don't understand how those work, right? I know it has to do with phlogiston, which is a sort of almost like primitive elemental power that can be harnessed, but that's kind of about it. With Clockwork Mecha, you know, it's a lot less vague. This goes from me hating on Natlin to me glazing Fontaine, but Clockwork Mecha are a lot less vague, because like, yeah, I can see someone putting gears together and using whether it be straight up electricity or like elemental energy to power them, right? But with phlogiston, it's never like, that's never like explained per se. It's just kind of like a thing that happens, you know? Okay. Okay. Besides the fact that phlogiston is like an incredibly ancient form of elemental power, which is super cool, mind you. Like, that's super cool, but they just like never, like, maybe, okay, I say they never did anything with it. They oh, fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. They probably, like, they might, what, Neverlet, why did you jump like that? Why'd you do that baby aw jump? Oh, it just teleported me here. Yay, thank you! Thank you, game! Thanks for the checkpoint! I appreciate it! And they might explain it more with the, world quests involving Foxmodo, but the unfortunate thing is that we have to use those world quests to get the interesting information. And it's like, no, have that be in the Archon quest. And again, I feel like that is linked to what they're trying to do in Nod Cry, where they want that important information to be disseminated across the world, right? They don't want it just to be in the Archon quests. But they need, what I'm worried about is them striking a balance. Are they going to end up accidentally going, all of the lore is going to be through things like world quests, and external character interactions? Or are they going to have things that are important in the Archon quests? And it's never the Archon, and like, that's also weird because like, the Archon quests have never not been important and not had important information in them. Even Natlan has very important information in those Archon quests. But the bulk of Genshin's lore is in like books and other media that you see throughout the game that you don't directly interact with unless you are a particularly committed individual. And especially this late into the game, I'm not fucking reading all of that. Where's my archive? I'm not reading all of this. I'm not reading all of that. And these will be like full ass chapters, dude. Like, these are large, very like important books.
But I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
And granted, I don't think what I think is really unfortunate about Genshin is the fact that that stuff feels supplemental and it's not. It's very important to like the final story that they're trying to tell, and that sucks because you think, oh, I'm getting everything out of the Archon quest, but you're not. But like, you're not. And so I just really hope they strike a good balance concerning oh, did I forget Electric Escapades? Did I forget to do anything on that one? Got it. But yeah, no, I hope that they strike a good balance, because I really see the vision that they have going. I really see the vision that they have going, but they just like never execute it. Like, they haven't executed it right from the beginning. It just got very glaring when it came to Natlan, because it suddenly felt like, oh, all of these books that I could have read were actually super important and not just like, you know, the lusty Argonian maid. They weren't just that, okay? Anyways, I need BRB, and an ad is starting. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Dude, my room is so warm right now. My graphics card is working. Also, sorry. I'm having a lot of fun with the management sim. I wasn't gonna, like, do this all on stream, but I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. And I also think, design-wise, it's very cute, so... we're gonna keep going. Oh! I did want to add on to the conversation I was talking about before I BRB'd, about, you know, Genshin's, what's it called? Genshin's, like, story and how it is portrayed to its players. The unfortunate thing is that Archon quests are not the most important place to get stories from, and like lore. It's limited time events. I didn't mention that before because I just forgot, but like it's limited time events have dropped some of the most significant lore bombs of the entire game, and it's like, well, that's not quite the best thing to do now, is it? Because if someone misses that limited time event, they're fucked over forever now. And they'll have to search out that information separate from the game entirely, and you're already expecting or hoping your players are going to read all of the lore that you've written out for them, which they're not going to do. So now you want them to go seek out information that they might not even know exists if they're a new enough player. And it really is a shame, because I do think Genshin's story is very interesting and very good. It's just like, God, you guys have not done a very good job in portraying it to your players. And when you are portraying it to your players, say through like an Archon quest or even through the story of a limited time event, y'all speak in riddles. Y'all speak in riddles. Sorry. Dia. I'm out of money. I have a good amount of action points left, but I don't think I can use them on anything. Unless I refresh the staff list. Yeah, that's not... I don't have any money, so... Look at those wages. Look at those wages, damn. Bam! Oh. Better. What encounter should I unlock? Maybe doors? Upgrade this facility. I now no longer have money again. Oh, let me collect performance reward. And let's go say hi to Seedween. Seedween! Hi, dog. Seedween! You're here! I prepared 2 boxes of books about animals. We should be able to find the solution to any health issues you might have right away. So well prepared.
Health issues? Paimon wouldn't be surprised if she could actually chat with the animals once she's done reading.
Oh, wait, head nurse, please don't go. Phew, boy, am I glad I caught up with you. One of the inmates has become obsessed with those magical mouse munchies from the animated films you've been showing them, and tried making some himself with 3 days' worth of welfare meals. He ended up giving himself food poisoning, with symptoms we've never even seen before. Please, we need your help.
We warned them not to take those films too seriously. But if you chased me all this way, things must be pretty serious. I'm really sorry. I'll have to ask you to help me take my luggage to the amusement park for now. Before you arrived, I was thinking through some emergencies that might occur with the animals. I even started putting some suggestions together. You can give them to the staff at the Mellow Manor in advance. They should come in handy soon. No rush, we'll be waiting for you. Like, she's so
Sure has a
fucking
task.
cute.
Not only does she have to worry about taking care of her patients, she also has to clean up after those troublemakers. Why don't we prepare something tasty for her? It might help lift her spirits.
Nice. Hi, Strawberry. You okay? You okay, Girly Pop? I didn't know you could read Italian. Yeah, no, I'm very smart. My brain, huge. The hugest brain you have ever. Ah! I want that one. No, I want that one. That one right there, officer. Kind of looks like my dog. I see. So, for example, I might want to say That's good enough. Nice. Gosh, I mean, what could I use the action point? Exactly. Oh, you're back here. Hey, Veressa.
All right, time to show off how fast I can run. I'm gonna go have a blast, then come back, calm down, and focus on running my fruit stall.
Don't forget to grab some water and some snacks to keep your energy up.
That's right. Last thing you'd want is to get too absorbed in having fun, then suddenly realize you're starving because you haven't eaten anything for hours.
Dude, I'm kind of starving right now.
Fair enough.
Kinda hungry.
Think of someone else with a bad habit of getting so into things
Hey.
that they forget to eat. No matter how busy you are, nothing's more important than staying well-fed, hydrated, and healthy.
Paimon? Hey. Can you not call me out, please? Can you not call me out? Because I should have a meal, and also I should drink a water. I'll drink a water. I'll drink a whatever. Hold on. I know Ether is trying to be like, oh, who could that be? I feel like they're talking about me. Personally.
No need to worry about me, guys. I do a lot of long distance running, so I always make sure to bring some food and water with me. This time is no exception.
Woohoo! That was incredible!
How was it? Did you get through all the levels?
It was amazing! Not only did I get a super high score, but I also checked up on every homage to the original films, and even recreated several iconic scenes starring comic book superheroes. I'll focus on doing business this time round, but if there's ever another event like this, please let me know as early as possible. I want in!
Well, we'll let you know for sure.
Yep. You know what? We should let you design the levels. I'm sure all the fans will be thrilled.
That would be great! Anyway, back to business. Time to focus on my fruit stall. I'm gonna make a name for my orchard in Fontaine.
Where is she keeping said food and water? There's a reason why her ass so big. Anyways. Ah! Oh! Oh! Michael, behave. Collect fruit? Oh, thank you. What? Nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word. Hi, Seedween. Look how cute Seedween is. Look, she's so cute. Phew, problem solved at last. Sorry about that, Traveler in Paimon. The patient's condition was a bit tricky, so it took a while to deal with. Made you some fruit tea.
And here's a special snack, too. Hope it gets your strength back up.
You heard it? No? Do you have proof? Clips or it didn't happen. Oh wow, thank you. To be honest though, things like this don't really tire me out. More that I just can't wrap my head around it. At the start of every children's film, they clearly state, all events and products in this film are purely fictional. Please do not try to imitate them. Yet, fully grown adults end up doing just that.
Because they aren't paying any attention when they're watching? Or is it some rebellious mentality? Whatever you tell me not to do, I'll do it just to prove you wrong type of thing?
Not much we can do if they don't read the warnings at all, but deliberately ignoring them, that's another thing altogether. I'm watching you, Wazowski. I get the chance. I'll speak to His Grace and Monsieur Neuvillette, see if we can think of a way to prevent such issues. For now, let's focus on Mellow Manor instead. I might be late, but I'm here now. I'm gonna put Seedween in a blender. Locked Meru theme zone? Where am I? Can't. Oh. Dia! Hey, Traveler, Paimon. What a coincidence running into you guys here.
Dia? Paimon didn't expect to see you here either!
Here to see the sights, or are you on the job? As it turns out, both. A while back, myself and some other members of the Blazing Beasts were invited over to star in an adventure film here in Fontaine. The film was pretty well received, so as soon as the director heard about this event, we were invited here as guests. To satisfy the audience, the director took pains to recreate sets from the film.
Guess that's not scenery most Fontainians see every day, huh?
You appear in the film, Dia? Me? Hahaha. Unfortunately, I got a little too into one of the action scenes. Accidentally wrecked half the set and got the boot. I ended up just doing odd jobs instead.
Wait, aren't fight scenes supposed to be as realistic as possible? Surely the more punches that land, the better.
Uh-huh, but like, Dia? Like canon Dia? Well, the production team didn't have much of a budget, so if they'd shot a few more takes and the set collapsed again, they would have gone bust. Plus, even the toughest fighter we had in the crew, Uncle Scimitar, couldn't last more than a few moves against me. And what was his role in the film? Hopefully not just to get pummeled into submission by you? What? Like, why is your skin tone so, like, cool? Why is it not warmer? Like, you're not as egregious as, like, Aoife, but, like, anyways. Sorry, I like it when my characters have darker skin, because I have darker skin, I say, as a mixed person who is inside all the time, so I'm fucking pale as shit. Actually, no. He was playing one of the key villains and was supposed to perform a grand sword dance in front of the protagonist. Things had gone how they were meant to, it would have been an amazing fight scene. The lead actor, exhausted from working all day, was so hungry and in a rush to wrap the scene that he improvised and pretended to shoot him with a gun instead. That is an Indiana Jones reference. That happened in one of the movies. I forget which one. But that happened. After thinking it over, the director decided to keep the scene, and to our surprise, the audience loved it. It even turned Uncle Scimitar into a bit of a star. I thought I'd seen that guy somewhere before. Channel 2 and Never See the Sun. It's funny because, like, I'm white. Like, like, physically, my skin tone is white, but the second I'm out in the sun for, like, a little bit, you can tell that I'm mixed. It's so funny because just the amount that I tan, how quickly I tan, and how dark I get, it's like, oh, it's the melanin came out. Boo! 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 Sorry. But it's just so funny because, like, otherwise, you would look at me and you would be like, that's a white person. What the fuck are you talking about? But I don't know. I like seeing black people in video games because I'm, like, also a black person. That's crazy. But isn't that crazy? My copium is that I just imagine everyone is being mixed in the same way that I'm mixed, and that's my copium. But unfortunately, that still is, unfortunately, leads to, like, black erasure, and so I can't actually do that. It only happened to Sinyen because that's she's Blasian, like, for sure. Like, that's not even like a fucking question. You just burn? Yeah. I don't. You couldn't see, but I did like I crossed my arms and like was like, cause I'm cool. In a little while, he's going to be very busy assigning autographs for fans. Something I should really be helping out with, actually. But now that I've run into you guys, how about this? I go give them a heads up, get them to cover for me, and then go out for a drink or two.
You sure that's okay?
Hey, we're old friends, so why not? Running into you and Paimon here in a foreign land is the best surprise I've had today. I heard about a bar called the Rusty Rudder along the coast of the southeast. I'll see you there. Bye, Dia. Yeah, after reading the tier list, though, there really is no one with actually dark skin. Yeah, no, there's not. There's not. There is Kaya, Sinyen, Dia, Aoife. Can't just be those four, can it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It can't just be those four, can it? Who am I forgetting that's like, and that's also the thing, they're easy to forget because they're all underutilized characters, right? Like, Sinyan's been in like a bunch of events, but like no one likes her or uses her, and she's underutilized, and like all of the characters with darker skin are like not very good, except for Aoife seems like he's fucking really good though, genuinely, but like they're like usually not very good. Hold on, I'm just taking a little peek. And like, okay, Shallonen looks like she has a tan. Shallonen actually is probably the closest to my personal skin tone, in that it looks like she has a tan. Oh, and Eon-san, which Eon-san's also great. I can't believe I forgot Eon-san, that's crazy. But what, that's 3 characters of, like, oh, would I count Sethos? People sometimes count Sino, but Sino's also, like, weird. Like, right? Like, I'm sitting here, like, looking at them, and I'm like, would I count that as having, like, a dark skin tone on a character? Because that's like me saying I have a dark skin tone. Which I did say earlier, but that was mainly a bit. Where it's like, no the fuck I don't. I'm pale! I may be black, but I'm pale. There's just quite simply not enough, and it sucks. We're always just so close. Dude, so hungry. I want tacos. We have tacos, and they're like frozen tacos that are actually hella fucking good. Like, God, I could fuck one of those up. I'm sorry, do you want me to get in Wave Rider? Ow. Is Sethos any good? Because I didn't really play in the update that Sethos came out in, right? And I haven't done really any quests with Sethos in it. And so if I'm gonna count Sethos as one of the characters with like any amount of melanin in their skin, because we honestly, like, I can't be picky. You gotta take what you could get, right? And sometimes you gotta take the character who's got like fucking negative goddamn melanin in their skin, even though we need just a fucking black or brown person, please. But like, is he any good? That would be my question, right? Is like, how are those characters going to be utilized gameplay wise? And like, Dia sucks. Kaya's okay very early game and then like loses relevancy very quickly. Xinyan sucks. Sino is not bad, but like very niche in terms of like who's gonna want to play him. Again, Shalonen's like me. Like, Shalonen looks like me, I guess, is the closest skin tone that she has, and she's really good. She also pale. Also, like, her design is like peak, and out of like most of the Natlan characters, she's one of the ones that I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with your skin tone being this color. I don't think that is that unfitting for like what you're based off of and who you're based off of. I will be on this fucking soapbox forever. I will rant about this forever. I'm so sorry. I have many opinions. I have many opinions. Why does it look like you're in the middle of the water? Detecting the arrival of my two most esteemed friends. Activating chat mode. Hello, traveler in Paimon. Why? Are we sure you're not a fucking robot? Yes, a director we know invited us to come here and unwind. Just as well, it's an opportunity to recharge.
Us? Wait, but Paimon hasn't seen Linny anywhere.
Well, that's his own fault. I've been working with this director a lot lately. My brother took it upon himself to familiarize himself with their style. Ended up watching all their films.
All of them? That's some serious dedication right there.
You want to talk about some dedication? I just wish that sorry, this is sort of a callback to the amount of conversation I've had on this stream, and this is really what Genshin streams have become is just like me yapping about like things the game has done wrong, unfortunately. But like I just wish that I was better at articulating my thoughts, especially from the get-go, because sometimes I have to talk through it and be like, no, I'm saying that wrong. Like, I'm saying that wrong. Like, that's not actually what I mean. But, like, it made sense in my head, and I started saying it. I'm like, no, that's wrong. You know? And that's why I talk in a fucking roundabout way. The issue is, this director is famous for psychological horror films. Lenny got so into the plot twist that he didn't sleep properly for 3 days straight and ended up completely messing up his sleep cycle.
I had no idea Lenny was so into horror films.
He tends to get very absorbed in his magic shows. He probably finds it easy to relate to the characters. The way the director uses psychological suggestion is quite similar to how we use it in our shows after. My brother is still over at the actor's residence. Had to guess he's either catching up on sleep or analyzing those films. So that's why I'm out here recharging by myself.
Well, that's a side of Lenny we've never seen before.
Which scenes is Lenny focusing on in particular?
Don't even think about roping Paimon into this!
Me neither. I don't like jump scares or stories that kills afterward. Shouldn't films be relaxing? Something with beautiful visuals or at least a simple plot that doesn't require too much thinking?
Sounds like eclectic escapades would be more to your liking then. Want to give it a try?
Thank you. I've actually done so already. I really liked it. But maybe watching others would be more entertaining. The priceless look on people's faces is a plummet.
Is that really that entertaining?
You're the same way, except instead of continuing to try and explain your standpoint, I just give up and accept it sounds stupid. Which, like, is so, like, valid. I just, like, I can't do that anymore. I spent my whole life doing that, and it, like, never got me anywhere, except just, like, pain and, like, trauma and, like, being, like, manipulated by people. And so it's just like, no, I'll sound stupid in my inability to properly convey what I'm trying to say, but I want you to know that I'm trying to say something, you know? That there's thoughts happening, they just don't come out good.
Still, if you're interested in the attraction, why not become a consultant? That way you'd get to see more of the visitors' reactions too.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea, and as it happens, I do have a few days off before filming starts. But first, I need to help Lenny pull himself together. I noticed an attraction nearby called Mellow Manor that looks really relaxing. Sounds like just what my brother needs to take his mind off those horror films. Plus, some magic tricks require animal assistance, so it'll be a chance for me to learn about their habits. Are you not the animal assistant? Sorry.
Great idea! If we can get Lenny on board, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland will be even more popular than it already is!
This is all like... shit, huh? Performance reward. Don't mind if I do. Go to work now. Bye. Bye. Again, I'm sorry. I was meaning to do the story for this, but I'm having a lot of fun doing this. When I do eventually do the story, that's probably when I will make myself something to eat. Hungry. Why is this person's name Breast? Anyways. Anyways. I would just like to know. Why your name is, Rest. That's kind of... Ooh, I have a free, encounter. You? Go check in with Dia. Dia's nuts! God, when am I gonna, like, do shit in this area? I want to so bad, but, like, look at how unexplored it is. 64 is way higher than I thought it'd be. But I guess I did travel around here for a bit. Oh my god, I just remembered something, chat. Hold on, I'll do it after we talk to yeah, but I'm gonna have to show you something. I am a sturgeon. Here you are. I took the liberty of ordering you a Misty Sunrise. It's basically bullfruit juice, but flavored with romaritime flower and Neapolitan lotus extracts. For Paimon, I picked Cloud Top Slumber, a special blend of milk and single origin Yaoan tea. Topped with whipped cream and sugar.
They both sound delicious.
That sounds so good. That sounds so good.
But how come you seem so familiar with
Did I say
this bar
Yaoan?
when it's your first
Yaoan?
time here? I've
Yaoan?
never even heard of the drinks you ordered us.
Anyways, you never have thought of ordering drinks like these. All part of the job. Being a merc means adapting to new environments. You get used to dealing with the unknown. Taverns in different parts of Teyvat all have unique customers, sure, but you pick up some tricks when it comes to chatting up the bartenders. Honestly, having a stable job might bring you a sense of structure and security, but it sure gets boring over time. Never a dull moment when I'm with you guys, though. There's always something unexpected to keep me on my toes. But I like to think we're pretty down to earth. Anything exciting lately? I'm all ears.
Where do we begin? Literally everything that's happened has been pretty incredible, if you think about it.
The moon, we saw the moon exploded. Whew, the jobs you've taken on are no joke. If a merc was to price them, anyone would be worth what some merchants make in 6 months. Which reminds me, have you ever thought about part-timing as a hired sword? Every now and then, the Blazing Beasts receive commissions from some really far-flung places. If you guys were on board, you wouldn't need to cut deals with outsiders.
So we could become mercs too?
It sure sounds like a pretty cool title, but I'm already an adventurer. Well, who says you can't be both? You're also an honorary knight of Mondstadt, right? As far as I can see, every new title is a new opportunity, a foot in the door wherever you go. Besides, with your skills, who'd dare push tasks on you? If it suits you, take it, and if not, just turn it down. You're the ones calling the shots.
That actually makes a lot of sense. When you think about it, it's not all that different from adventure commissions. Who knows? Maybe we'll find jobs where we can help a lot of people while also bringing in a nice chunk of Mora. Wouldn't hurt to build connections with Dia's Eremite friends either, would it?
Partners of the Blazing Beasts. I like the sound of that. Awesome. In that case, I'll have a word with my guys and gals when I get back. I'll try to get you first dibs on the best and most lucrative jobs. We'll need to figure out which areas we'll be assigning you commissions for, but I'll talk that over with the others. Okay, send me back here, but hold on. Hold on. I forgot something, guys. scream about this on stream. Now, what could this waypoint be? What could this waypoint be pointing to? I mean, this is all the way in Mondstadt on Star Snatch Cliff. I can't imagine what this waypoint would be pointing to. AR-60, by the way. Been playing this game since, like 2 weeks after it came out.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Yeah, I sure felt emotions opening that treasure chest. Most of them were disdain. Cause like, what do you mean? You know how many times I've walked past this area? Farming Cecilia's? Specifically, I had teleported to the domain over there, and I was coming around the mountain, right? And I climbed up here, and I saw that, and I said, what? Well, I've screamed about this on stream. Wait, hold on, I didn't actually scream. Ah! We're good. Glad I could share that with y'all, because that was fucking ridiculous. Business level 10! Oh, look at this little... Ah! Everyone's gotta get their own event now, right? All of Farina's little friends? They gotta! Ah, the next friendly encounter will not cost me any points. Nice. I still have Lynette's today. Traveler in Paimon, good news! I spoke to my crew. All Blazing Beasts are fully on board with the idea. Any commissions we receive for the region west of the Hypostyle Desert, north of the desert of Hadramaut, Mavbeth, east of Ardravi Valley, and south of Ashavan Realm are yours. We haven't had many lately, but in the past you've usually gotten a few good ones a year. Pay is insane, but so are the risks. Type of work that normally calls for a team of heavily armored mercs. But this should be just right for you. If it were any easier, you might not even break a sweat. Sounds perfect.
So quick, Dia! Everyone agreed just like that! Guess that means we're now official partners of the Blazing Beast! Hooah! Watch out, world! There's a couple of new mercs on the scene! Maybe Paimon should give herself a proper mercenary name.
And when you're working in other nations, don't forget to give the Blazing Beast a little plug now and then. We protect, you prosper. Anyway, I'll send a letter to the Adventurers Guild in various places when the job comes up. Make sure you check your mail.
That deal!
That better come up later. Please come up later. I need that to come up later. Remember when my internet died earlier? That was crazy.
My apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you.
Why are you crying, Novelette? Kiss it? Need the game lagging? Jesus fucking Christ. Linny, I'm back. The Fantasyland is so much fun. There are loads of cute little animals. Come on, take a break from those horror films already. He died, sorry. I killed him.
Delighted to hear that you've been enjoying yourself, but I need to concentrate on this film for now. Those animal assistants will have to wait. I just need a little more sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I keep thinking of new tricks. So tired. Can't sleep, but can't get up either.
That's so real, Linny. Why don't you come out and have a walk? There'll be cute animals to play with.
That's right, Linny. A change of pace should stop your mind from wandering.
Wait, Traveler? Paimon? You two are here as well?
The managers of the park. I'm about to become a consultant for one of the attractions, too.
In that case, count me in. Not just for my own sake, of course, but to support my friends. Just give me a moment to freshen up.
There's one person Linny can't say no to. It's you, Traveler. You're in a league all of your own. Gay. I'm not exactly sure how long my brother meant by a moment, so why don't we meet back up at the venue?
Sounds good! Getting Linny to cheer up and visit the amusement park's surely our greatest success yet!
Arena! Girly pop. Girly pop.
Thanks for inviting me to come down, you two.
Hi.
I must
Remember
say,
how I got
feel like
Linny,
a new man
and I
after
gave
visiting
him
the park
an Aqua
and seeing all
Simulacra,
those
and then I haven't
adorable
used him?
animals. Seems like Lynette has her eye on
I
some
pulled for
great
his weapon,
potential
and I
animal
think because I
assistants, too.
didn't get his signature, and I got an Aqua instead, I just was like, eh. Even though Aqua is great on him, it's like his second best weapon, I'm pretty sure, but like, eh. I really ought to build him though, because I do like playing him, and he's very strong. It's just that I just haven't bothered. Father has spoken of how obedient and well-behaved squirrels are, so they are a great choice too.
Oh, and did you see those weird mushrooms? Can we take home a few of those as well?
That might not be possible. These fungi have been specially trained, you know? They're like the stunt actors of the elemental world.
If you're after soft and squishy, there are other options. Nice fluffy cat would fit the bill too. Okay then, I'll wait for you to bring us a little kitty.
Are you sure about that? Paimon's pretty sure we've never seen a cat anywhere near as big and as soft as a fungus.
Lynette. Diona.
I feel so much better. The other two attractions were great too. In fact, they've given me a new idea.
Get all 3 attractions to level 11. I can't do till I reach business level 11. Which I just did. Yay! Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba. Da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. 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 Ow! I'm actually having a lot, like, way more fun with this particular event than I thought I was going to. When I heard it was a management sim, I was like, ah, but it's cute. It's actually really cute. Huh? Laser? How'd I get hit? Purchase of Maripede's music is so good. Yeah, ad break starting at is. Oh. Damn it. That would have been really funny. Oh. Fine. Okay. Fine. Chad, I'm fine. I know how to play Tuhu. I know how to play Tuhu! New strategy formulated. Nice. Oh, and I got a refund. Performance reward. Thank you very much. Okay, now busy stage is done. Next cycle. Him. Oh, expand. I love how he's just sitting there and he's perfect in every single way. It's so good. I pressed the wrong button! Wait, I get Cappy Blappy? I get Cappy Blappy? Cappy Blappy. Again. Clear. Yeah, Cappy Blappy. Wait, I gotta. Cappy Blappy. Still average. Still only average. Shut up, where is it? Cappy Blappy! Cappy Blappy! I love it. Capybaras are crazy, dude. Like, that's a giant rat. Sorry, I hate to burst your bubble. That's a giant rat. And it's my son. Sounds like you still have unused action points. What was I gonna use them on? Maybe recruiting a person, I guess? Even need to recruit her? Big boat. Proximoji's a little bark. He's a little bark. His mother might be home, so he did a little bark. Yeah, boof. Let him go. Like, just look at him go. He really just, like, peak character designed when it came to Neuvillette. Name me one Fontanian who's poorly designed. I'll wait. No, like, no, I'll wait. You can't do it. Like literally, you can't. I can't think of one. May not be able to expand, but I can speak with Farina now. Hi, Farina.
Why, hello there, traveler. Paimon. I sensed your enthusiasm from a mile off.
I get to hear
You
Farina.
are so bright. I could have taken you for an opera singer in full falsetto.
Farina, you're finally here!
Our star has arrived.
Thank you. I am just as thrilled to be here as you are to have me. More seriously, I'm not the star this time. That's you two, alongside all the creators sharing their passion for film with the world. Honestly, when I was first asked to approve the plans, I thought this would just be a small event. I never imagined that the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland would expand to this scale so quickly.
Yeah, thinking back to when we first arrived, it really has all come together in no time.
Yeah, when we first arrived like 4 hours
At this
ago.
rate, who knows?
Not even.
Someday it could become as iconic as the Fontanalia Film Festival itself. And we have the two of you to credit for much of that. I've suggested to several renowned directors that we award you the title Pioneers of the Film Industry.
That's eyelashes.
In contrast to the Farina Award, which is more of a public honor, this title is a mark of true recognition from within the industry itself. A reflection of both outstanding achievement and hard work.
Thank you, but there's still room for improvement.
Wow, even you're getting serious now.
I'm locked the
Now,
fuck
no
in,
need for any of
Paimon.
that. Just relax and enjoy the moment. Speaking of which, I've actually been preparing a little survey. How about we randomly select some visitors to give us feedback about the park?
Did Paimon hear that right? Farina carrying out a customer satisfaction survey?
Well, given that it bears the name of my dear friend Surintendant Cheval Moran, isn't it only natural that I conduct a bit of research on her behalf? Besides, the more famous a star becomes, the more important it is to stay in touch with reality, no? Plus, it's amazing how much you learn just by listening to other people's take on films.
Paimon always assumed celebrities just get their assistants to handle everything for them. But it sounds like it's actually pretty hard work. Then again, maybe Farina's just an outlier.
Spend action points to obtain extra theme dishes. Crazy. No, like. Like I can go to the theme restaurant and I can. Whoa! Whoa! That's actually very helpful for when I have like a bunch of action points left at the end of a cycle. That's like incredibly helpful actually. Rena is still here. Oh, this has to be expanded. Nice. Goodness. Okay, I need to take a BRB. I will be back. I will run long ad break because I can. And I'll be back. Oh, hi, Pancake. Congrats on checking in as I'm getting up to do an ad break. Yep. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go say hi to my mother, use the bathroom, and get some food started for myself. 'Cause I am starving. And there you go. I drink some water for the hydrate. You're truly evil. I'm not evil. I'm not evil. I'm a good lad. Is one not allowed to go heat up some tacos? Tacos? Red Dixcus. Yeah, that was very unfortunate timing. I'm so sorry. That I want you to know that happens to. Goodness, this is a callback. This is a fucking callback. Remember this event? When this like first happened? Holy shit. But no joke, that happens to Strawberry all the time. Where they join my stream like as I'm BRBing. It's not at the cathedral. It wasn't in the cathedral before. It was in the library. You have to avoid guys in the library. Ah! I reacted really late to that. This isn't what I wanted. No, this is a different. This was an event, like where we're in the library and we have to. It was a multiplayer event and we had to collect coins and avoid slime balloons. That was like a whole separate event that happened. I forgot you're a more recent player than that. Fuck, I don't remember when that would have happened. Probably during the 3.0 update cycle, I want to say. You know, Sumeru's time. Oh! Cheeky. Over here. You did start on an account that was 1.0? Oh! I thought you started more recently. I guess if you took a big break, I might have just interpreted that as you played 2 seconds of the game, left, and then came back. No way, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait to do the story portion of this quest. I'm just having too much fun doing fucking management simulator. A hack my account around Sumeru? Damn. Performance rewards! Performance rewards! I'll grab those in a sec. Oh, now it's low satisfaction. Fuck am I even doing here? I'll take the cappies. any chance sending me the optimal one? There's an optimal one? Sure. Thank you for asking. I do prefer if you ask for something like that. Hits the max one, E5? Yeah, you can do that. I got 169. Wait, hold on. 171. The best I can manage. But yeah, shoot that over to me in Discord, and I can adjust it accordingly. Oh, and speak to Farina. Duh.
There we are,
Ow.
all set to go. Now, let's take a stroll nearby and randomly pick out some visitors to ask a few key questions.
These suggestions are surprisingly detailed. Choosing film prototypes, recreating the scene cutting process, budget management for costumes, makeup, and set design? Oh, Paimon's head is spinning. Why is everyone so professional? Also, nearly every single person we spoke to said they wanted to see Lady Farina perform. Your popularity is off the charts!
No surprises there.
To tell you the truth, I've no plans to perform this time around.
Golden Crown!
Every star worth their salt knows their role.
Is that legal for the streamer
All
to
the
get?
spotlights are on me. And rightly
That's
so.
crazy. Give me that
But
gold.
as
Give
a
me that
guest,
gold.
I should
Hell
step
yeah.
back and let others shine. So, instead of performing myself, I prefer to support you from behind the scenes.
I still...
Perhaps as a consultant for one of your attractions, for instance?
This framing of this shot is fucked up and crazy. Because what do you mean it's Farina with her hand out and Celestia's right above it? That's insane, is it not? I'm sorry, that's wild framing of this shot. Also, I still don't get why we keep trying to push Farina into acting. Like, I know that she likes to perform, but she also has, like, a lot of trauma. And, like, doesn't want to perform. You know? Anyways, it got the perfect role lined up.
That's right! Movie Masterpieces is all about film expertise. There really would be no better candidate than you!
Oh, wonderful! Then I shall give this role my very heart and soul. Once I've had a moment to prepare, we can meet up for a slice of gâteau for my pâtissière
I want some.
before we get started.
I want some of that. He's... Oh, look at the little stage! Hold on. They gave us a stage so we can... You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Sent. Ooh! Hold on. I still need Chad Yun, exactly. But I'm glad that you understood what I meant. Fuck, dude. I want to go back and watch, at least click through my streams of those, at some point, because, God. Okay, so let's see this. I'm surprised at the usage of squibbles and, slimes, considering that they give less satisfaction on their own. Oh, but you know what? I can't do it. I can't actually do this one yet. I don't have enough, I don't have enough Cappy Blappy. I'm missing a Cappy Blappy. Who out fishing? You didn't get enough seals as well? I didn't? Oh, I didn't! Oh, and not the right kind either! Because I need 2 more of the L-shaped ones. I don't think I can do this one at all. Oh. There. That's good enough. I think that's better than what I had before. Slightly. That's good enough. Oh, performance rewards. You did say the 2 on top can be whatever, but the other 2 that are like not touching should be the all the way around ones as opposed to the 4 ones, right? You know what? Fuck it. Level maxed, and I got a new themed zone that I accidentally skipped. Description is there. Hi, Farina. Oh, hi, Farina. How are you doing today, Farina? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Farina. Of course, Farina. Have you seen any good movies lately, Farina? Oh yes, I've seen many good films, Farina. Like what, Farina? Chicken Jackie. That was an anti-joke.
Simply exquisite.
That like wasn't a
As
joke.
amazing as ever. Escoffier, have you ever considered starring in your own film? I can see it now. Val's en cuisine. A riveting tale about the art of extreme cooking. I'm sure it would be a hit.
I want food.
As it happens, I'm already doing something similar. A brand consultant has been filming my training sessions with students and incorporating them into films about Fontanian cuisine.
Oh, no. No. A documentary won't do. I'm talking about something with a bit
Farina
more
said nuh-uh.
drama. Your experiences as a chef could be turned into a scintillating story. In fact,
I'll even write it myself.
Before you finalize it, please let me review the culinary terms, especially when it comes to how ingredients are handled, the timings and the quantities.
Great! It's settled then. And actually, I think I'd like to bring in the Traveler and Paimon as directors. Something tells me that the three of you working together would really get the creative sparks flying. We could create something truly magical here.
No problem! That said, now that we've been granted Director Farina's approval, we'll really have to step up our game.
Okay, sorry. I had to get up to go grab my food. And I was spoken to while I was out there. Oh, the bottom left one is a plus and the top right one is a circle. Got it. Understood. Director Farina, show us the way. Look at this fucking pose we're in.
Excellent! I believe in you both. The gâteau was sublime as ever, Escoffier. Now, about time we got to work. I'll start drafting the script on the side, while serving as the consultant for movie masterpieces. Wish me luck!
If you're Escoffier and look at her face for 40 seconds, she blushes shyly. What? That can't be true. That's 40 whole seconds. That's like a long ass wait. Long as wait is waiting, how long you'll be late to streaming? Don't call me out! Hey! Don't call me out. I'm only a little lad. Oh god! Oh, don't fart! Seconds is like 10 years. Actually, I think. I think that's actually like 10 years. Like 40 months. Well, then 14 minutes is 20 millennia. You have a point. Like, you're not wrong. Oh. Wrong button. There, you try it. When I finish this, how about that? when I finish this this event. Or should it be just when I finish this, because you need to go to bed and should stop being awake. Oh, the boat? It almost got stuck on the side. Yeah, I kept clipping the sides. Yeah, no, it totally almost clipped the side for me. Swear to God. Oh. There we go. Like what? Magnet ran out, rip, yeah. I didn't mean after that little thing. I meant after I was done with the event. It should only take a moment longer, shouldn't it? Oh yeah, there's another expansion. Fine, I'll go do that. Okay, well, I'll do it. So I just zoom in on her face and I just look at it?
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
I'm staring, man. I'm staring. You better not be tricking me. How long has it been?
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
It's only been over 40 seconds, has it not? does! She did! And like it went away, but like it goes away. She blushes for a moment and then it goes away. Is that just her? Is that no other character? That's crazy. They like her. I think Hoyo likes her.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish.
No recipe, no problem.
In the dick? I have a question. Damn. Yet all money is funneled into Skirk. No, literally. You don't get food from trial unless you got the character. Yeah, I wanted to try that this whole time, so I just took the chance. Okay. That's crazy. Just a little blush. Blah, blah. How dare you? Oh. Trying to get me to think later. Oiter has been dunked. I can slow down the scene. Understood. I fucked that up. Far Reaver is just your way of looking at chat. I mean, it gets my attention. I still feel like I usually am looking at chat pretty well, but Far Reaver does help. Eventually, eventually the Hydrate, Redeem will have a sound to go with it. I promise. But again, May 25th, I'm telling you. Why that cooldown so long? So you don't spam? Bat's eyelashes. I have no more. Can't use time on anything else. I can't use time on it. Yar? Ooh. I think I have one more cycle of this, huh? Everything. Oh, wait. Now everything's level is max. So, I win. I'm all done. There's nothing else for me here.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
All right. You guys ready to do the story of this event? I know we've been waiting, but we get to see the boys! We get to see the boys! We get to see the The boys!
Oh, man. Bro! Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Triple bro!
Come on, Aoife! What brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
You're fine, Auroron.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natland, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi,
Why would you
guys.
do that?
My name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
He said it! He said it! He said it! Say it again! Say it again!
In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys. My name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
I'm 13. I love it. It's so fucking funny. This is like the only clip of this event that I've seen. Nice to meet you, little bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore.
It's you, Paimon.
So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy.
You're a big
you can
boy.
handle yourself now, even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
Kakuku's in big Duke Duke?
He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
Doesn't want to get apprehended.
Plus, he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no.
I just want to see the dragons interact.
Did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while.
And be suspicious.
As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here, like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
An awesome Saurus? In other words, right now in this building there could be not one awesome Saurus, but two.
For real now? Do you even hear
You did
yourself,
not just
bro?
call Novelette an
Of
awesome
course I'm
Saurus.
for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
As it happens, Kanichi and I were just heading over to the Palais Mermonia for something else.
Leave it to us.
Ooh, thank you for clip.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then. If Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to
Are you
pull out a
farting?
couple of his feathers.
I'm not
There
gonna pull
you
out
go.
his feathers.
If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
It hurt. Why does it hurt him? This little Kakuku. This little Kakuku. Oh, how many pulls did I get for that event? Usually about the same amount, but I just want to check. Yep. About 800?
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing?
My God, look at them! Look at them! It's the boyfriends and the bird. 800 pull, not 800 pulls, 800 primos. I asked how many pulls, but still. No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
For real now.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro. A bro of a bro.
He's a friend, yeah. A Saurian friend, let's say.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out? Stay and hear them out first.
I'm gonna
Perhaps it will have some bearing on
snooze
your own work.
the ad
If I'm not
break
mistaken,
that's coming
you are the
up.
same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case.
I was
There's no
died,
need
sorry.
to keep anything from him. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow! Oh no!
I believe he said... or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself.
Daddy
Though I should
Neuvillette and
mention,
Bakery
Mr. Kuku,
Wriothesley,
that
yeah.
we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
This is all a bit strange. They really are a great pair of awesome Thorai.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Just the
Yes.
goofiest little
Let me fill
Saurian
you in.
and the most sophisticated little Hydro Dragon. I love them. Neuvillette makes inquiries about the relevant personnel, and sure enough, they locate the box and the gun that Lapine Pauline spoke of.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
Hi guys, I'm Eva and I'm
Mr. Kanich,
5.
thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marachose
Sorry,
Phantom
and I
to
just
investigate
turned
right away.
5. Thanks, Eva.
We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley. I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry. That would be much appreciated. It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
I am very loud. That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
A couple of top bros from Natlan.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary. Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time. Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku. Excited?
I can help pass a message on to his friends.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Don't mention it.
All right then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
No way, bro.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this. It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kakuku, was it not? Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand.
Sure thing, bro!
I love them. They're besties. There will also be an ad break starting in like 10 seconds, sorry. What is my notification? I'm just saying, if you don't want ad breaks, you gotta subscribe. Subscribe to Michael's Mills _ on Twitch. Subscribe to Michael's Mills _ on Twitch.
Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
Some good news and some bad news.
Oh no.
He's not dead, Eva. It's okay.
When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax,
I think about him.
Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Even had an interesting chat with some veritable VIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Marmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
I just have to wait a bit longer. Sorry, I was fucking vibing.
All right.
I was vibing,
that doesn't
dude.
sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Alright, bro! Oh, fuck.
Alright, let's catch up another
That hurt. That actually, like, genuinely kind of hurt a little bit. Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow? I'm running! I'm running! I'm running! Okay, I'm back.
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the
Ew, that's gonna mean that we have to like talk to fucking the guy. I don't want a how. There could be 3 almighty dragon lords in one room. I feel like a how would be afraid of Novelette though.
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
Good morning, little dude.
Oh wow, Kukuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
You've just been trying to teach him? I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
Tough nut!
What's the deal?
I love Kukuku.
After racking their brains,
That's my boy.
they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natland. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Series of I'm sorry. What is a how doing there? You're not my loading screen icon. Get the fuck out of here. I was gonna reference the name of the fucking thing, but
even like this stuff?
Okay.
What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natland's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss
All right,
trouble,
bro.
rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
No way, bro!
Merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant.
I hope that we
Could he
understand I
previously
am
been a
eating a
warrior?
sandwich in the background.
Or even an adventurer. Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Everything is gray. This is scary.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natland? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Rock. Rock. Rock.
Who goes there?
Rock. I'm sorry, I was having too much fun throwing the rock.
Do you know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff?
I was having too much fun throwing the rock.
And that's why
I was having too much fun throwing the rock, and now they're punishing me for it.
They come up on scarred face.
Why would they give me the ability to throw a fucking rock? Why would they give me an ability to throw a fucking rock?
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus,
Why would they give me the ability to throw a fucking rock? Why would they let me do that?
The cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas
why the fuck would they let me do that?
Faster, but way too bumpy. If we ended up
why would they let me throw a fucking rock?
All these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natland?
The filter's weird.
I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Rock. Oh, what's this? Intel? I can touch? Rock.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it.
Rocks.
Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
Rocks.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order.
If you say a cuss word, then you're like going to jail.
I've never cussed. I've never
Enough of
cussed.
that legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all.
I've never cussed before.
Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers.
Cussed is a cuss word? No, it's not.
Time to inform port security. So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontanian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation,
What the cuss are you even talking about?
They finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
What did that even mean? Good job, Kanich.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's only natural. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great.
I'm not going to jail.
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation. I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the
That was
person.
far more verbose
Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost
than I would
item
expect.
itself.
It came from Natlanese dragon ruins. Relic. It's a relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization. Genuine antique, so it must be of great value. A genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet still remains unreported and unclaimed. Doesn't seem like an accident. No, it's as if someone left it there on purpose. Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? And for someone to come pick it up?
It certainly seems like
You're
it was a
stinky.
bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
I'm unsure. We haven't heard very much from people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
The gun was placed in a lockbox and hidden away. Clearly the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods. After they actually got paid, the seller would have likely been watching the buyer. Alright, clicked out of the fucking game. Before the buyer could show up, Lapine Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up an event venue. Due to the unexpected arrival of the film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Great job, Lapine Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Took a sippy of my lemonade.
So that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here! Out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, he has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object.
Mr. Kukuku!
He shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
You're the best, bro!
Oh my god. Oh my god, they're best friends! They're literally best friends. They're best friends. Hey,
I shall
guys.
leave him in your capable hands.
They're best friends. No problem, bro.
Indeed.
How does it feel knowing that, like, I'm madly fucking in love with you? Anyways,
all this is made me realize
I didn't zoom in on anything there.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Anyways, so... I go see Aurora and Aoife now. Wasn't looking at anything. Wasn't eyeing nothing, okay? Perfectly, normal. Yeah. Fine, guys. Oh my god, that's for a quest. I forgot about that quest. Where, like, the steam bird went missing. Have you done every friendly encounter in the event? Yes. Yes, I have. I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, I've done everyone.
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
You should get the last quest as well. It wasn't giving me a last quest. How do I get the last quest?
Nice dodge.
Does it pop up after I do? I'm assuming it pops up after I do this.
Strangely inclined to keep a safe distance.
Yeah, after these. Okay, yeah. I'm not there yet.
Cuckoo, you're free.
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, Gramps. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face. I dare you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Don't fart. Sounds good to me.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Eva, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Yeah, Kukuku now has permission to roam around freely.
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
Don't be fucking rude.
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you?
One Kakuku delivered as promised.
Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Well, Paimon wins my cuteness competition.
Really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
No, you just won by default. Sorry, if you did have, if there were contestants, other contestants, you would lose.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro!
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
Oh my god.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
Y'all are goofy.
The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia.
You look like you're about to fall asleep. No, actually, okay. It's funny that you say that. No, I'm actually reading a on my phone a guide for building Eva. Unironically, I'm treating Genshin like it's a podcast.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
A special
I
patrol?
don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes! Let's go check it out.
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Tevat are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kakuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
I can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
I apologize for my grandson bursting in, like this.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. doing their job. Completely different things.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
Ron, you're just a fucking goofball.
So, Roron, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
Have I done the gun glitch yet? No, I haven't done the gun glitch yet. That's the one where you switch your weapons while you're mid-attack and it makes the gun become a book, right?
Roran, be honest now. Were you the one who
I should try that.
No, it belongs to a friend.
What?
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Ron, tell us the truth. Otherwise, we're gonna have to arrest you for real.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Cour de Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could he have been a disguise?
How dare you?
Oh no. Roran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
Barracuda?
He's not going anywhere. Ethan Kakuku
Buddha is actually long for Barracuda.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Think oiter? Think limonade. Oh! That was tart.
In that case, let's hurry up.
That was so tart.
Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon, you're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Well, it's not just us. Kenichi, Ron, even.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking a Roron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kenichi, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelette too, stay here for the time being.
Among Us?
We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Being low-key has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
Leatherback turtle.
I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Ron, you're such a fucking squeeb, dude. What? Offensive. Well, I was gonna swap, but
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here.
guess I have to be.
Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to...
Yeah, you would. R3! Crazy. Do I have to go there, like, in a proper manner? Can I just, you know...
Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza.
I knew it! Using the elevator is for chumps. Mr. Bakery? What'd you say? What's his name? Mr. Or what? Anyways, stop! Please, for the love of God, stop. No way, bro!
Nothing suspicious going on here, either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh my god. POV Kakuku fucking kills you. ASMR.
Stop with the pecking!
Argenti?
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in that land, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Are you being racist? Towards Kakuku?
Kakuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
He's gonna fuck you up.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it?
Seeing
wow, didn't think it would be
Risley
that
from the
easy.
side like that, like the little like
Looks
face he was
sending you
given.
was the right approach after all.
After all?
Hold on.
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm dropping frames. Why am I dropping frames? Okay? Are we good? My internet just started fucking shitting its pants again.
So I got it.
I would like
but
to
I
do
don't
this
remember
quest,
promising
please.
I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
Oh goodness. I need to do a BRB. I know ad break just played not very long ago, so I can't play another one yet, but like I need a BRB. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I'm on medication. I'll be back. My frames are dropping again. My frames are dropping again. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be.
Is
that
MST yeah, Mountain Standard Time?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia.
Huh?
Now, if you don't mind, I have some
No, that's
questions for this
MST. Don't you
gentleman about
fucking
that
dare
life
argue
or
goddamn
death
semantics
treasure
with
you
me,
were just discussing.
or you're getting banned.
Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place
Missing
somewhere within
person
the text,
ads?
then slip some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we? Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
Argenti?
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epicles seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
The Opera Epiclesi?
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro! Such a hassle, bro!
See? Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was
Sorry.
thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
That's me.
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us.
Diddly squat!
And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes. In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest.
Auroron.
Then it's settled.
Auroron.
Thanks for your help.
You fucking goober.
Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction.
Stop dropping frames!
Then
Stop
we plan
it!
our next move.
Why does he keep doing that?
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
The thing is, it's on my end, right? Because Twitch,
If he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit,
Twitch's connection is excellent right now.
Was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel.
And it keeps being like, it's unstable, it's fine, it's unstable, it's fine.
Or...
But I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so
I was running a barely... see, it's happening again!
His arrogance stays in play.
Everyone,
I was running
a Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay.
Barely functional stream when I first got my new graphics card. I was streaming Genshin, and like it wasn't dropping frames like this. It was like Twitch was panicking and being like, "Oh no, this is super unstable. No." But like it was functioning. It's my internet. No, it has to be. Yeah, now it's saying unstable again.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
I think I'm gonna have to end stream here, guys. I think I'm gonna have to end stream. I want to continue this quest, but I'm dropping frames like pretty consistently and it's getting worse. So I think I might actually call it here. And maybe finish this quest line on Saturday? How does that sound? I would say that maybe it's Genshin being open, but just close Genshin, and the frames are still dropping. So that's very strange. Yeah, and my bitrate is freaking out. Have I done paralogism? Paralogism? Yeah, you were there. You saw it. At least most of it. At least the beginning of it. But yeah, since I'm dropping frames like pretty consistently, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here. It doesn't seem like that significant. It seems like just it's a little bit of a slowdown on your guys' end. It's not like horrible, but just in case, I'd rather stream not just completely the fuck crap out again. So I will stream again tomorrow if my internet behaves. I will stream again tomorrow, and it will be more Mother 3. And then, I will stream, Genshin on Saturday. How does that sound? And I'll finish this event. Also, you're saying it's fine. Yeah, no, I can see on my stream like the drop frames aren't that significant. There's definitely a drop. The frame rate's definitely worse, but it's not that significant. But the fact that it keeps happening makes me nervous that the stream is going to shut off again. So I would rather just stop it now. Because I know myself and I'm just going to be sitting here worrying about it the whole time, you know? And that's not going to be a fun stream for any of us. And it's going to like interrupt us fucking mid shit actually happening. Compensation? Homie, you got like a fucking 7-hour stream today. You're fine. You don't need any compensation. No raid out tonight. I'm just gonna end it here. Make Mulder follower emote? No. No. Not yet. Wink. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. I will continue. I will finish the event on Saturday and again, Mother 3 tomorrow. Yeah.